Hey everyone, it's RevTrev from Canucks. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm in truck. I'm doing a video from a truck video here on the Canucks. There is just so much swirling around Vancouver right now. It is absolutely insane. Lots of trade rumors. Talking about it tonight on my stream. If you are not following the channel, listen, you gotta hit the like and subscribe button, because I make Canucks content that is passionate, realistic, and honest. And I love talking about all the details. I know that there's some people out there that don't think us fans should be concentrating so much about salary cap, that you paid this guy too much term, blah, blah, blah. And I understand what this guy is saying, but I love it. And you know what? The Canuck fans love it. We are all in when it comes to all those kind of details. That stuff is super interesting. But at the end of the day, I want players on the team that can win games, win in the playoffs. That's what everybody's looking for. So the money's not mine, even though I invest a little bit into, hat, shirt. I mean, obviously I'm making Canucks videos, so I'm doing a fair bit of content here. Well, not a fair, a lot of content. I don't have season tickets. I went to 3 games this year. Very thankful for those opportunities. But at the end of the day, it's not my money, right? It's not my money, but it is my team. And Canadians are super passionate about their teams, and I think that's a real special thing. I mean, you can go play for Columbus or, all these other places, and, Arizona, not that, Utah now, I don't know, are they going to show up? I think they're going to show up. By the way, Utah Hockey Club, how come you can't get a name by now? That makes no sense to me. Okay, the video's not about that. Just like to rant about that, everyone. And the video I made about the Utah name, how it needs to be cool, it needs to be good, it needs to have a cool logo, all that stuff. Hardly anyone watched it, because apparently Canuck fans don't care about the Utah hockey team. Anyways, here's the thing. I think it's awesome that us Canuck fans care. We're passionate. We want to know who's going to get signed and all this stuff. And tonight I'm doing the trade rumors video, and there's lots to talk about there. But if we continue to go down this UFA rabbit hole, the RFA conversation in Vancouver is absolutely insane. The Hronek thing is massive, okay? She loves, no brainer, gonna happen, okay? I'd be shocked if it does not happen. Hronek, big, I mean, what do you give I don't even know. I'm at the stage where I don't even know what I'd give him. What I'd feel comfortable with. 8 times 8, that just sounds like way too much term, way too much money, and everyone's like, he's worth it. I'm like, hey, is he? Is he? No, really, is he? Because, he had this great first half. He had a terrible second half. He did not have a good playoffs. He was okay. And everyone's like, the reason why Hughes, got to so many points and is because of Hronek. And I do think he had a part to play in it. Don't get me wrong. I like that you can play Hronek a lot of minutes. But if you're going to pay him that kind of money and give him that kind of term, everyone, I just expect more. I expect more. I have no problem if you go and produce, if you get paid. If you get paid, awesome. Congratulations. Well done. Great job. Okay? But in every single market, especially Canadian market, you better produce. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a tsunami if Pettersson continues to struggle for year after year after year. We think it's bad. Louis Eriksson, Mark Messier, even Tyler Myers, you could put that in that thing. Name whatever bad contract you've had over the last number. I mean, Pettersson's going to be the most hated guy in Vancouver if he doesn't produce. Now, There's a reason why Rutherford and Alvin gave him the big contract. They believe in him. And I know a lot of Canuck fans believe in him. I'm just nervous. I'm just nervous. And as a fan, I'm allowed to be nervous. Okay? I hope he proves me wrong. I hope he produces. I hope he is the best player in our franchise history. Like, I really do. But right now, he's not even the best player on our team. I don't even know if he's in the top 3. But next year, he's got a new script to write, and that's great. So that's why in the Hronek deal, like, I feel like I'm a little gun shy right now, these 8-year deals. Like, 8 years? Are you kidding me right now? 8 million times, I don't know. Even if you gave him 6.5 for 8 years, which I highly doubt he would take. I think he's going to arbitration, everyone. That's where I'm going to land here. Okay? It's just a lot of money. And maybe that's okay. I would prefer, can you give him 4? Can you give him, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you can do. I'm in the camp, like, it's a lot of money, and I would just rather trade him. Find someone else. You got to be able to find someone else. Honestly, you got to find someone else. We'll see. But let's go to Joshua, for example. It sounds like he really wants to be in Vancouver, but it's just about money and term. I mean, he's at the stage where he had a career year, and he's a UFA. Perfect for him, right? He's going to get paid. I just don't know if the Canucks can afford $3.5, $4 million a year for Joshua. That seems a little steep. But someone's going to pay that, and it might be the Leafs, it might be the Red Wings, it might be whoever. Name whatever team. People want a big forward like him. They'll give him 4 for whatever years he wants. But what's the deal? Like, I think Lindholm is gone. Okay, he rejected a $7 million times 7 year, again, long contract. 7 years for Lindholm. Like, are we? I mean, if we get Lindholm, and he didn't take it, but let's just say, for argument's sake, $7 million. Okay. 7 seasons. So you have Pettersson, Lindholm, and JT Miller down the middle for 7 to 8 years. That's a lot. That's pretty strong. You better produce. I mean, Lindholm didn't produce in the regular season. He produced in the playoffs. And what do you do with a guy like that? Just interesting to think about. He's not staying in Vancouver, in my opinion. So there's that big contract gone. Or potential big contract. Zadorov, you know what listen, if you do not know what you have not been following my channel. Zadorov, you got to sign him right now. I'm at the stage I don't care. 6 times 6, 5 times 5, whatever it takes. This guy does not grow on trees. He's a monster out there. He's a playoff guy. You need to sign Zadorov. I mean, it's just a given for me. And everyone, okay, this is the other thing. Everyone's like, hey, nothing's happening. They're out here. There's no Lindholm. He's gone. There's no Zadorov. There's no Joshua. I mean, they're all gone. Well, it's negotiations. This is the bend, don't break moment. They're going back and forth. They still have 2 weeks before anything starts really heating up. So that's what's happening right now. It's all like, notice that there's been no free agent signings anywhere in the NHL, not just in Vancouver. Anywhere. Nobody's signing. Lots of trade rumors, lots of things going on, lots of contract negotiations going on. But at the end of the day, nothing's happening in the NHL. So I'm not panicking like a lot of Canuck fans are. I'm keeping it cool. I'm keeping it calm. You know what, everyone? I just think that Zadorov's coming to be back in Vancouver. He'll be the Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back, kind of. That was awful. Sometimes I nail it. Here's the thing. Ian Cole, I like him. I like him a lot. I think he's good. I mean, I didn't like how he scored on us like a whole bunch of times in the playoffs. He didn't like that either. But when you're paying a guy like that $3 million, you got to save money somewhere. If you want a Gensel, if you want to go and get a splash player like Ehlers or whoever whoever you're wanting to go get, okay? You can't afford to be paying your bottom six or number six defenseman $3 million, okay? He can't do it. He can't do it. So he won't be back. And I just think, here's a question, and I think some of you might get triggered at this. How much of a difference was there between Ian Cole and Noel Juleson? Noel Juleson played a lot of time this year. I don't think there's a big drop-off, but there's a big difference in pay. I think Juleson gets $775,000. I mean, that's a lot of savings, everyone. And I just think that's a key there. I really want Bluger back. If you can get him back for 1.9, $2 million, get the guy. He is steady Eddie. He is the playoff dude. Come on, everyone. He is the guy you kind of want, isn't it? Isn't that the kind of guy Canucks want? Not a lot of money, but a lot of effort, a lot of defense. I mean, on the PK alone. But man, he also produced offensively with Joshua and Garland. I think it's just a no-brainer, everyone. I don't think DeSmith is back. There's been no conversation that I've heard anywhere that he's coming back. Who am I missing? I mean, Myers. I think Myers will be back, but we'll see. And it sounds like there are other teams now interested in Myers. Now, that makes sense. But, hey, listen, you just lived in Vancouver for 6 years. You have a house in Kelowna. You're a Canuck, man. Just sign back with Vancouver. You have great coaching. You have great a great chemistry with your teammates now. You're really a pillar of this team, and I should say a staple. I don't know, like sometimes you play amazing, but depends what the cost is, the term is. I'm thinking 2 or 3 more years, and $2 or $3 million. I'd do that. Right-handed shot defenseman, hard to find. Yeah, so there's so much to talk about. I mean, there's so much to talk about, everyone. I feel like I'm missing one of our UFAs. But yeah, tonight, talking about Laine, we're talking about Mikheyev, we're talking about Ehlers, we're talking about Nashis, we're talking about Gensel. I know people want to talk about Crosby. I just don't think he's going anywhere. Like, we're going to be talking about it all. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you join in to watch me. But post in the comments who you're like, we got to bring them back. We got to bring them back. Is it Hronek? Is it Joshua? Is it Zadorov? What if there's a scenario? Have you thought about this one where it's like, I don't know if they're going to sign any of the UFAs back. Like, none of them. Like, we're going to really revamp. I've thought about that. I just don't know who they're going to bring back. I think you're going to overpay for free agents anyway, so you might as well go with the guys who have got good chemistry on your team now. Overpay them a little bit, a little bit. I mean, I'm not talking about go next level, go nuclear with all the contracts, but that's why I'd rather you overpay a little bit for Zadorov now than overpay at free agency for a guy who's lesser. Honestly, who's lesser? Who's not going to do what he does? That's just my 2 cents. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for watching. Hit the like and subscribe, everyone. And of course, always, go Canucks.